So we all know the story about what happens to frogs if you put them in a pot of water and slowly turn up the heat. They don't notice that it's getting hotter and hotter, and then soon enough they're boiled alive. Do you feel the heat yet? We had lockdowns, a prison term, because there was a cold. 18 months or something in Melbourne. We had mandated forced medical procedures. So we're boiling alive, and it's your blood that should be boiling. Firing on unarmed Melburnians on holy ground. And then all we hear are these YouTube commentators. Oh, they're gonna do the digital currency, oh. But they've got no solutions. They don't know what to do. So, yeah, shut up and get out of the way. But there are people that know what to do, and you just don't hear from them because they get their videos banned. So I thought I'd read a little from a guy you may know of, Juha Kiskinen, who's made this post recently. I've spoken about him before. He was attacked by the state for trying to honor the dead, the gods of his fathers. The state attacked him in violation of Hague 4 War on Land. Anyway, I read part of what he's posted. But we can all agree that anyone that's even partly awake would know that the Australian government, the courts and police are unlawful, and that they ignore the Commonwealth of Australia Constitution and the common law. Now, because I wasn't fixated on these and other things, while looking for answers as to why this is happening, I came across a post of a short Bible quote about 6 years ago that took my interest, by a man named Stephen Spires, which for me was very strange because I was an atheist. But something about that quote made me realize this man knew something we were all missing, and I needed to know what it was. So I began looking at his posts. It didn't take very long at all to see this man was being attacked, ridiculed, and mocked from every angle. More than anyone else I've ever come across, online or in real life. The reason for this was simply because he was trying to share information that was different to everyone else, and in some cases made certain individuals look rather stupid, as well as showing Bible quotes. I was even told by some of the individuals I mentioned to not listen to this man when I mentioned him, as he's a nut job and or worse. So the state attacked Ua, force medical procedured him while in correctional facilities, New South Wales, the same place that UN Subcommittee for the Prevention of Torture inspectors weren't allowed to enter recently. I wonder why. What's on that Supreme Court record? Is a king titled? Do we have a solution here that brings down the whole house of cards? But it's too simple for most people to comprehend whilst they're watching Monica Schmidt or Ossie Cossack or Avi Yemeni or any of these clowns giving a running commentary on the fact that our country is becoming a cemetery. So, what Ua was able to achieve at the cost of his being detained in forensic mental health for 12 months, force injected, was a standing on a Supreme Court New South Wales record. A king is titled and a curial right is established. An imperial crown picked up. A standing that we have if we choose to be that people. So there is a solution. It involves hardening the fuck up, frankly. So more from Ua. And I'll finish because they're going to close this place. And I'm not ready to stay here yet. And you literally gave up your commonwealth. So the occupier is going to claim it. Some of you have realised this and are trying to go it alone against fines or something of the sort. Either facing police or courts, able to stand in or close to proper capacity at law. There has been some success, but alone is not the answer for several reasons. The main one being, it doesn't do anything for your country as a whole. It's only addressing your individual problem. It's not addressing the whole house of cards. Which, as a people united, standing in our proper capacity, we can bring down for everyone. We all know that being united is strength in theory, but in practice, being united is not enough. We must be standing in our proper capacity at law as loyal people under our proper crown, not citizens of the occupier's crown. This is not rocket science, and I know many are scared of standing up. Standing up is not protesting or bringing attention to yourself in a negative way. Standing up is flying your proper flag, your federal red ensign, as consecrated as your land flag. Standing up means standing in the image of the Anzac, defending each other and our kingdom. The 62,000 2,000 Aborigine, 2,500 Maori never returned. And we think that we can listen, or that we can just attend a protest. We can listen to the YouTube superstars of the apocalypse, or we can just attend a protest and this is all just going to stop. The occupier St. Edward's Crown is just going to say, oh, okay, we'll give you all of your things back. We'll stop fining you for going 3 kilometres over the speed limit. Not going to happen. And it's in our minds that this can be resolved.